Hello guys! So, in this video, I want to tell you guys about part of speech. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Yolanda Simoga. You can call me Yor.
Hello everyone. So today I want to tell you guys about adjective. What is adjective? Adjective is a word that describes, limits, or modifies noun or pronoun. Adjective can change the meaning of whole sentence. Adjective also can tell us about which one, what kind, or how many. There is six function of adjective. The first one is answer the question. That can be which one, what kind, and how many. For example, when someone asks you which one, so the answer is bring me the red dress. The second is can be demonstrative. That can be these, that, this, and those. For example, that house is yours. So the demonstrative adjective is that. The third is can be interrogative from a question that can be which, what, or whose. For example, which one is your book? So the adjective is which. The fourth is can be indefinite, not clear exactly which ones or how many. For example, every boy wears a tie, so the adjective is every. The fifth is can be proper or common. The example in proper, I ate the Chinese food, so the proper is Chinese. And the example in common, I ate the delicious food, so the common is delicious. The last one is adjective in degree of comparison. Many adjectives have a different form to indicate the degree of comparison. For example, sad can be sadder or saddest. There is six characteristics of adjective. The first one is descriptive function. Adjective provide more information about noun or pronoun, such as color, size, shape, and quality. The second is position. Adjective can appear before the noun they modifies and after a linking verb. The third is comparative and superlative form. Adjective can show degrees of comparison. The comparative form compares two things, and the superlative form compares more than two things. The fourth is agreement. In language like French and Spanish, adjective must be agree in gender and number with the nouns they modify. The fifth is intensifiers. Adjective can be modified by intensifiers to strengthen or weaken their meaning. The last is attributive and predicative use. Adjective can be used in predicatively and attributively. There are 7 types of adjective. The first one is descriptive adjective. These provide information about qualities or features of a noun. For example, the tall, wieldy. So, the adjective is tall. The second is quantitative adjective. These indicate the quantity or a more of a noun. They answer the question for how much or how many. For example, 3 apples. These answer the question for how much. The third is demonstrative adjective. These point out a specific nouns that can be these, that, these, and those. For example, those shoes. So the adjective is those. The fourth is possessive adjective. These show the ownership and possession. They can be my, your, her, his, our, their, and its. For example, their dog. So the adjective is their. The fifth is interrogative adjective. This is used to answer a question about a noun that can be which, what, or whose. For example, whose car is this? So the adjective is whose. The sixth is comparative adjective. These compare two nouns or pronouns. They show the difference in degree between them. They often end in er or use word more. For example, more interesting. The last one is superlative adjective. This describe extreme in degree quality, comparing three or more nouns or pronouns. They often end in est or use word most. For example, she is the most beautiful girl. So the adjective is most. The difference between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative pronoun always stand alone and do not modify a noun. Then the demonstrative adjective always come before a noun and describe them. For example, in demonstrative pronoun, this is my book. And then when it's come to demonstrative adjective, it's changed into this book is mine.